You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Always a risk.
Yep.
Pit lane speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour.
You get time later, you got to check on the
Pit exit's
stream.
clear. Stay behind the white
Practicing
Oh
line.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'll run this fuel and then I'll jump out and I'll watch it for a little bit.
Like guinea pigs.
What's that?
So what do we look like? His guinea pigs?
Yes. You even squeal like them too, if you've ever had any.
I don't swill.
I do sometimes. And guinea pigs are the most annoying animals on Earth.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, they learn that, I mean, they learn that their food comes from a certain type of package, you know what I mean? So what'll happen is, if they're anywhere in your house and they can hear like for miles, so you got them upstairs and you're downstairs trying to eat, as soon as they hear you open a package, they start squealing. It's like this whistling sound. You have to look them up on YouTube, but even...
Oh wait, you're streaming on Twitch, aren't you?
No, I'm streaming on YouTube.
I'm pretty sure I subbed to your channel the other day and it does not tell me you're on.
I think it tells me.
Well, you're on. I just think it's notification.
Not to sound annoying like all the other people, but did you hit the bell? I mean...
I subscribe to you.
Yeah, we gotta hit the bell though.
Yeah, that's why
there you go.
Everybody.
I heard the ding now.
No,
Nah, I'm going with I subbed to him, and that's good enough. Hey, there's somebody off to your right.
Anyway, Dan Suzuka posted a copy of his LUT that he applies, and kind of just looking at the preview screen, I was kind of blown away by how much difference it made to the colors.
Oh yeah?
But I did have a problem with the left mirror kind of leaving a black gap. Like if you look up at the fuel meter, there was a little bit of a black gap to the left of it. So
Sorry about that.
I think I fixed that.
Yeah, it's all the way in the corner for me. But it's buffering, so that's nothing new.
I wonder if it's buffering your end or mine.
Mine? You gotta remember, I don't have great internet, and I'm doing like 3 things right now.
I know, but streaming is
But it looks
demanding.
Yeah, like Twitch, live YouTube, it all buffers. Oh. So.
P2.
Probably because I turned up the
Sector
graphics
3
a little bit.
0.42.
It looks pretty good. Steve, your turn to be a guinea pig.
It doesn't matter. I can check it. I can check the recorded video later. I just.
You're not helping me out. Jesus Christ, man, I give you a hard time and you're not helping at all.
You're a 10th off the pace in Sector 1.
You're slacking in your, you know, I hate everybody and giving everybody shit moment here, JR. Just saying.
Yeah, I woke up in a weird spot today. I don't know what's up. Hopefully I feel like racing later.
Wait, you woke up so you actually woke up happy?
No. No, I'm very melancholy. I don't know why that
Sector
is.
2's 2/10 off the pace.
What are you doing playing Elite Dangerous?
That's a new fastest lap for 118.
Let's setting up a mining ship. Eventually I will save up and get a Python or an Anaconda.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
My son started playing it earlier this week, so I re-downloaded it so I can play with him a little bit.
But War Games, I don't know what this is, but it's great.
1.0 off the pace.
And then we're going to steal Steve away from iRacing, and Steve's going to be playing with us.
The guy behind has just done a 119.58.
Yeah. Eventually I'd like to get into it again, but I'm still enjoying this, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I always have a hard time getting back into a game.
Sector 1
I know.
0.31 off the pace.
Because even when I was good at it, which I probably wasn't, the little things that annoyed me that made me quit playing it. So then when I get back into it, those little things are still there. It's just now I'm not even good at it anymore. So I'm just
Right.
annoyed. I'm just annoyed with no upside.
Right.
Sector 2 is
Hey, Jonathan.
0.8 off the pace.
What up? What up?
Hey, what's going on, Ian?
Steve, my man.
Notice he said you're his man. He is pointing that out.
Not for sure.
It is bizarre.
You're currently 1.1 off the leader's pace. You've just done a 119.39. P3.
You realize we have to knock him off that spot, you know.
Dude,
What
I'm not
spot?
even running.
Oh. All right.
I mean, I'm running, but I'm like,
Sector 2 is 0.38
I don't even have my delta
off
up.
the pace.
Actually, I do have my delta up. Sorry. I'm not even. Let's just say I'm not trying. All I'm doing
Right.
is I'm not wrecking.
Right.
I don't know that I can until I get to the last lap of fuel.
P2, good lap. That's your quickest so far. You're now
Sorry, I thought you were
0.6
gonna go-
off the pace.
I thought you were gonna go low there.
Sector 2
Sorry.
quick.
I really like the cloud cover. That's awesome.
I'm coming out.
I'm staying to the left.
I can't help but to think there's something wrong in that turn. I mean, I know that I'm terrible, but I'm not terrible enough to not be able to take that turn consistently.
That way now. Turn 4.
Yeah.
I still fuck it up, dude. That was an off track. Or a slow down, rather.
P3. Sector 3 times okay. The guy behind has just done a 119.34.
What are you doing?
Sector 1 times okay.
What's that?
Oh, some jackass pulled out on the track.
Are you okay?
Oh, man. That guy that was sitting there?
Yeah.
Who?
Whoever just pulled out onto the track. Red car.
Exit's cleared. Don't cross the white line.
I think what he said was, "You're a butthole."
Fucking cocksmoker.
You were sitting with the other guy. Steve, he's streaming. You can't be like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Holy cow! All we know is next time that jackwagon pulls on a track like that, we're gonna ram him.
I don't know if I'm going to do that, but
I might.
And I ain't talking about like T-bone ramming either. I'm talking about like full on nose to tail shafted ramming. See, that's how you do it, Steve, and still be civil about it. Yeah.
think George Carlin's had, you know, a civil war. Pardon me, but blam.
That's right. You'll never see it coming. Oh. I don't want to race through day. I don't want to race through night.
Me either, buddy.
I don't know. Like the only reason I logged in is because y'all are on right now. Like I don't even want to be on. I don't mind spotting. I wouldn't mind if Barry was on in a little coaching help. But as far as driving this car,
The guy behind has just done a 119.41.
I don't want to.
Guy's gonna wreck in front of me and kill my lap. Yep. Called it.
Okay, JR, we need to watch the track limits.
I believe that was the guy that came on and asked who. I think it was him.
Yep, I think you're right. Red car.
Hold him up. Oh, Ramo.
Nah, don't do that, dude.
Damn it, Steve, just let me have my fun in peace.
What the fuck, dude?
Sector 1 is 0.27 off
What
the
if it's the
pace.
same guy?
Do you normally not give space in S's?
Kid, that guy's still trying to figure out what crayon taste is. Sorry.
I
But
don't know who we're
Sector
talking
2
about.
is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
I like purple. Bunch of GameStop baby.
Look, Mr. Spencer.
How are you, Doctor?
Oh, same old, slow, pissed off at the world.
Sector 3 time is fast.
I thought that was JR's bit.
Well, see, if you reported my Discord, you would understand that JR and Steve Durr are both here all the time, and JR is ripping off on us all.
I think I've always had it inside me. I'm starting to not give a shit.
You're 0.2 off the pace in Sector 1.
I'm just trying to catch you in.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Ian the last few weeks. He's been pretty quick.
Look, I caught Ian.
I'm not sure if his wife or if Max is driving. One or the other. Hello, Ian. And I tell him that.
Greetings and salutations.
And I ask him all the time, so it's not offensive. He knows I'm just kidding.
You're now 0.7 off the leader's pace. That was
Had a bent wing.
119.00.
Got cold tires in a minute.
Catch him, and I'll run a certain team, but it's going to be about 5-6 laps right now.
Oh yeah. Steel Green Delta.
P4. You're 2/10 off the pace in sector 2.
Get my wang straightened out.
P3, that's your best lap in this session. You're currently 0.24 off the pace. Sector 3 times okay.
Guy in front of me's warping around.
You're a 10th off the pace in sector 1.
Just drive through him. Stevie's not supposed to be there. He should be gone by then.
Yeah, I wish I could time that.
Another Days of Thunder reference.
Nah, he's giving me the spot.
The guy behind has just done a 118.60.
No relative, no spotter, or you just
Three
don't give a
times
shit.
fast.
Three options, probably all three.
What? Steve, are you dropping oil?
No, it says bananas from Mario Kart.
Good job, bro.
He's oil.
So I don't know who it was that wrecked me, but just so you know, if you intentionally wreck me like that again, well, I know how to take care of that problem too.
Oh, Carl once again. He seems to be tearing it up out here. All those who can drive, I'm going to group 5.
Just remember, you can protest in practice.
Yep. You can actually get protested for threatening to protest, so all I said was I know how to take care of the problem.
It's not worth it, dude. Just let it go.
I'm not gonna wreck them. It does kind of help whenever you actually know and communicate with them across. I actually have a bit of a VR headset. And that's actually true.
Tim Cross was in my AI race this week. Does that count?
Yes, it does. Moving to 5. It's okay, I moved out of that terrorist group, so now I can turn some laps.
shit. You have to see that pass I just made.
Can't do it. We're in group 5.
Ah, that went off track there. Oh, all right, move groups.
They did
No,
announcement that if
JR was in here before.
I know, and I said I'm going to Group 5 for everyone who can drive.
Oh, okay, shit, I didn't hear that. Sorry, man.
And then
I
put a
can't
car
drive it.
to
I
your
just
left.
stayed along. JR's my hero.
I'll let you buy the essence.
Cheers. Wow, I screwed that one up.
Anybody gonna race?
Sector 3 time is quick.
No,
No, sir.
I'm racing a pub this week.
Okay, I'll go race. Why not? Yes, that was a little eye rating.
You're a tenth off the pace in Sector 2.
Sorry, I had nowhere to go, buddy.
Well, there's only 19 people signed up. Usually this time of day, on a Sunday, there's a ton.
Track's terrible. Everybody's having trouble.
Yeah, agreed.
Personally, I think there's something wrong.
Like, I'm not even qualifying tonight. And if a lot of people don't qualify, I'm starting from the pits.
Practice race, JR and I started from the back.
We need to find a tent in Sector 2.
And,
Or we let everybody by.
Ryan,
Yep. I'm not even going to try to fight with people early in. Just wait for all the wrecks that you're going to put 40 cars on this track.
I don't know if that many people are even going to show up, but yeah, I understand what you're
Right.
saying.
Or pass.
That lap was at 118.31.
Gandalf Graham has come to our race. He said, "You shall not pass." And I was like, I agree.
I don't know who that is, but okay.
He's from Lord of the Rings. I know you don't do sci-fi.
Sector 1 is quick.
I am excited for Hockenheim next season.
I don't know what that is. But after all the jerking about
Thank you, Steven.
Long Beach just to turn out to get what we got, I'm not excited about anything.
Right.
Your Sector 2 time is quick.
I am not looking forward to next week.
Setting it up, hold on.
Since I'm on, I'm gonna race, but you know what I'm looking really forward to? After this race is over, beer and cigar time. Yeah.
quickest overall. That lap time was 1:18.04.
Data and experience database. Profile modified. You've just done a 1:18.29.
Who did a 118 to?
Me.
You can go by.
118 flat is where I'm at right now, but this is like my 6th lap. And this should, you know, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I mean, it's not just about being slow, it's about how long it takes these goddamn tires to come in.
It seems like they take a long
You've gone outside
time.
of track limits there.
I mean, a really long time.
Yep. I agree.
I think that's why so many people struggle.
Yep. The most patient are gonna get rewarded.
Alright, JR, 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Looks like I might get my first 17. Yep.
Nice.
The guy behind
You
has
the man.
just done a 1:18.10.
That was me into this session. My optimal is a 17.1. My best is a 3:36. So
Wow. We are so close.
No, I've had some purple sectors, but I don't even know what my all-time best or
Excuse the half
optimal
your
lap
fuel.
is. I haven't even looked.
I just now got to half fuel. And with warm tires, I still managed to spin out right there.
I don't know how the hell that's possible. I did my out lap, and it comes and says your optimal lap for this session, 17.9.
Cuts off one sector, calculates the rest based on that.
Oh. Trying to say, because I know I ain't that damn fast.
Leader has just done a 117.70.
Suck it, Philippe.
That puts you 0.18 quicker than second
You might be
place.
watching your
Your
stream.
last lap time was at
Okay.
117.52.
That's the thing that I learned my shit talking.
First lap, 18.6. Yay. Second lap, spin out in turn 1. Awesome. There's 64 drivers signed up. It's like doubled in the last minute. So I'm assuming you're not running 5K today? Or 2K or whatever?
I think that's over.
Oh.
But I would have, yeah.
That lap was a 117.80. Five minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes. You'll need to give back the time gained. You'll need to slow down if you don't want a penalty.
Sorry.
No problem, man.
Watch your pit exit, guys.
Okay.
Sorry.
One litre remaining. Look out for the pit speed limit. "100 meters, 50 meters. The pit exit's clear.
Thanks, Mark.
No problem.
Ah, damn it.
That didn't sound good.
I blew a fucking. I mean, it's still gonna be fast,
Sounds like a
but
load. I mean, the way you're going, just like, damn.
Right? Blew the best one of the year and wasted it.
what was the year? I lost literally a half a second.
It's so easy to do here on this little tiny track. It's amazing to me.
Yep. One tiny mistake.
So don't screw up.
I just don't understand how I was so fast here last season. Well, I mean, not fast, but I qualified 10th.
No.
Well, back in your heyday and your younger days, son, you were a lot faster than you are today.
It doesn't make any sense.
The guy behind has just done a 117.55.
Didn't you have the AccuForce the last time you were here?
That's
I
not it.
don't know.
Steve, you're not letting me have my fun. Trying to get JR shit, you're not helping, Steve.
Not equipment based, I know that.
Hey, Chris, I don't know if you're going to race or not, but you're blinking quite bad, so might want to reset the router before the race. Cool paint job, by the way. You get a Pabst Blue Ribbon race car. Look pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty common. Nancy's sort of an asshole now.
Why?
I mean, he's in here racing, but he's not in Discord.
Yeah, what
he,
the
did
fuck?
say, he did say he was going to get on in practice, so. Dave said he was going to get on early in practice with him.
And here I am, and we all managed to find each other.
Yeah, sit up.
Except,
Be like, hey, Josh, get a dick.
out of fuel. God damn it.
We all know what he's doing.
Going in the pits.
Your lap time was 118.11.
Be right back.
Why do you have to threaten us like that, Steve? Damn it.
We're headed that way.
I'm gonna go take a leak. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, what's the temperature of this track? I forgot to look.
66.
That's exactly what it was last night, too. Felt different last night to me than it does today.
No cloud cover.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I'm not gonna run it to finish, but I'm not gonna run it to, try to fucking beat somebody.
V2, you're now 0.31 off the pace.
I think I gotta bring my AirPod Pros to the fucking Apple store to get friggin' fixed. I got one of them buzzes.
The guy behind has
Almost
just
like,
done it on 17.55.
Speaker kind of buzz.
Oh, wait, hold up. I just sat back down from going to the restroom, and I hear one of them buzzes. Do you want to know where I went with that?
No.
I will tell you. So, is it the left or the right one that buzzes, Steve? Sorry? Oh, what a thing to sit down to. One of them buzzes.
You're currently
So,
0.
Steve, do you know who Rodney Carrington is?
Your lap time was at 17.73.
Rodney Carrington. He's a comedian?
No.
Okay. You wouldn't get the reference if I made it, so it's okay.
I know George Carlin.
Racer. Let's see back five. Let's clip real quick. Is you were my friend? Well, maybe my friend. Oh, I know you could hate my fucking guts. Oops, sorry. Oh, that also about dropping the F-bomb. Steve just dropped one.
You've just done it on 17.53.
shit. You gotta go through dinner, drinking, dancing. You can never just go it for her. That has to work. Huh? I've been married 10 years. I will be damned. So I can tell my wife, I go, you're it. You're it. I picked you. I can't run down the street. Miss Johnson, my wife won't give me a cookie. Can I have some of yours?
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I can't. It's just easier to just take care of it yourself. You know, I get in the closet, take care of it, go mow. It's just easier that way. You know? I thought I knew I was marrying 13 years ago, but after 3 kids, one, I do not know who I'm waking up with one day to the next. It's like spinning a big mood wheel, you know. Oh, happy, 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 sad, happy, sad, horny, horny,
After
horny.
the cigarette, JR, I'm gonna check your. I'm gonna check the stream out.
Oh, bitchy. Horny's the tiniest little slit on the wheel.
Gotta send this to JR.
Nobody ever goes to. I always tell you before you get married.
Y'all might like that one.
Might like what?
Oh, it's a comedian. I find him funny.
A $10 says Josh doesn't come to Discord until he posts his top speed.
Why is he
Yeah.
number one now? I got John.
No.
I'm not in there.
No, he's 4th right now.
Oh, okay.
But just the fact that he's in there and not in here, he's not going to come in until.
Meet halfway. Hello, fella. Angie, her boobs are longer. They're always looking down. She's laying down and they're looking that way and that. Let's grab one of them. You know, look at me when I'm looking at you.
I'll be back.
Yeah. Guess we qualify this bitch. Feel like I'm losing enough already to be in Ian's race.
Better not hope to be in Ian's race and he kicks your ass.
At this point, I don't really care. Then on the flat grass, you beat a piece of shit and I regret. Lord.
All right, cigarettes.
I'm the number 19 core in this split. So at best, we will tie our number or go up. You can't do any worse.
Apparently taking him a long time to get to the top of the leaderboard if that's where he's going. Gotta find somebody to draft off of.
That's what I was thinking too. Because dude, I drafted a little bit last night and I got a 117.5. And it was purely because I was drafting.
I don't have any.
I don't think yours is because you never. Yeah, you don't usually draft people.
But I can't really touch that. So where I got to 117.3 and where I think a 117.1 would be is I got it in the chicane. At one point in time, I approached that chicane in such a way that I had started to slide, and when I gunned it, the car just stuck, and I ran over the curb, dead center of the car. Not enough to get an off track, not enough to get a slow down, but I was accelerating from the left side of the entry to the chicane. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that I mean that's where I lose 2/10 every time I come through there now. So it doesn't matter if I'm right on par. I'm going to finish at 2/10, which is 17.5 because my best lap is a 17.3. So I have to do that again. And then where I can also make up another tenth is the left-hander. If I wait just enough to, or the right-hander turn 4, if I wait just enough time and I hit the brakes, kind of let up a little bit on the brakes and give it a little bit of gas, and the car rotates to the point where I can just flatten the pedal, I'll get a tenth and a half there. You know what I mean? That puts me down to a 17.2. And then to get to a 17.1, the first right-hander onto the boot in the back, I have to start accelerating from the braking zone while I'm basically still in a straight line. I have to be able to turn and accelerate clear across that turn and up the way. I'll get a tenth there. And then one other place to get a tenth for like a 17 flat, maybe even a 6.9 would be the next right-hand turn. I'd have to brake and start accelerating from the left-hand side of the track and totally cut that turn off and get it close enough to where I don't get an off track or a slow down, but I don't scrub any speed by pushing out. You know what I mean?
Right.
I can do all that individually, and that's how I have a 17.1 right now for an optimum, but I can't do it all together to get a 16.9. So, I mean, I'm looking at the edge of what my skill can do lap after lap after lap is somewhere around a 17.5 to a 17.6. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, you put a drafting car in front of me, like in the race, I'll be able to run 17.5s, not on the edge. You know what I mean?
Right. Yep.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you saw my chicane on that was my 17.5 lap, and you saw what I did in the chicane there by those two pictures. And there's no way I can do that again. I mean,
it's too inconsistent. To me, there's not enough grip in the track. I don't know how those guys do it. The ones that, you know, the Carls and the Edwins and the Petes. I don't know how you do it lap after lap after lap. I understand even doing it 3, 4, 5 laps in a row. You know what I mean? And I don't think they really do, but they are consistently faster than us. It just
because they're hitting their marks. They're closer than we are. Like I found too. You hit turn 4 even a little bit too far to the right where you can't. Dude, you're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. And I can do it a lot of times, but I can't do it every time. Whereas they can duplicate those motions. I mean, they're getting on the brakes exactly where they need to every time. You know what I mean? And they're getting back on the gas within like a split second, you know, of when they should. So if they do hit it wrong, it's not that wrong. You know, it's not enough to screw you. But we're missing them enough to where it's enough to screw you.
Right.
You know.
Yep, I do.
And that blind up the hill, that little friggin' boot to the right, dude, I don't trust it enough to turn before I can see it. You know, my brain just does not allow me to do that. And if I do that, half the time I'm going to get the off track, half the time I'm going to hit it right, you know, or even like a third of the time, or the other I'm going to go wide on the left because I you know, completely missed it. I honestly don't know what to. It's getting better, but
this race is going to suck.
Well, to be honest with you, you signed up for it, so I don't want to hear about it.
Right.
Well, I'm just looking at the qualifying time, and I'm glad I did qualify.
What'd you do, like an 18.3, 18.4?
I did not qualify.
Oh, you didn't at all. Oh.
First is a 17.6, third is a 17.8, fourth is a 18.0, and then 16th is a 18.9. This is like a damn Sunday night Skippy race. Everybody's qualified on top of each other.
God, I hope he's watching my stream.
Dude.
Josh.
Okay.
Sorry.
Get in here, Josh. You can't hide.
He's just trying to pull Somebody else
calling
does
out
that.
for you.
Steve, are you still watching the stream?
I am, yeah.
So is my microphone now normalized with everybody else's? That's something else I noticed is everybody else is loud and I'm kind of quiet.
Let me turn the volume up a lot. I don't hear anybody else.
You don't hear yourself?
Nope.
No. No, sir.
What the?
Next thing we hear is a big thud crash as he takes a sledgehammer to his stuff. Well,
No.
that fixed that. Order new shit.
Yeah.
Hear
I fix
anybody
it.
else.
That's what I do.
Wait. You don't hear yourself? Yep, now we do.
That's weird.
Yep. Now I hear it.
So are we all the same volume then?
Everybody's got a. I think.
we hear is a big thud crash as he takes a sledgehammer to his stuff. Well, that fixed that. Order new shit.
All right. Dare, you're a little bit lower than John.
Yeah.
A little
I
bit.
mean, everybody's volume is a little bit different, so I'm just trying to
Right.
sort out where I need to turn it
Now
up.
we said. All right. Now when you just said now we all the same volume, it was perfect. I'm a little bit on a delay, so I'm telling you maybe not what's absolutely
that's
happening
fine.
at the moment. Yeah, but no, it sounds good. You just said something. It was fucking clear as a bell.
Right. I think it comes down to my ability to talk fast. There he showed up. He couldn't get us on the leaderboard, but he finally came in.
Smells like shit in here.
Yeah.
Farted.
Smells like damn turtle soup.
What's going on, man?
Waking up late.
I had a
Yeah,
super
we're gonna
remember
call you,
conversation where I'm going to bed early so I can wake up early and practice all day.
Call you Rip Van Dancy, if you know what I mean.
Around 8:30 this fucking morning.
Or Rip Von.
Yeah, I think another thing might be Discord playing around a little bit. Well, no, that shouldn't impact. It shouldn't impact the stream.
No. If anybody's low a little bit, it sounds like it's me. So I can probably up my mic gain. Or not gain, but my mic so
here, I know what the problem is. Mm.
I went outside again.
Steve, did you tell
Yeah,
JR
probably,
your
man.
adventures of the curb last night?
I sent them to him. That was just
That's
stupid.
bizarre. It is bizarre. All right, I adjusted my levels a little bit, but you won't be able to tell till I'm driving. And of course, you know I'm a professional mumbler.
Right.
They just find out the mumble rap's a thing, so maybe I got a new career. What happened to you, Dancy? I saw you creeping up on the leaderboard.
I was trying to do a full 3.1 run, and I just fucked myself and put myself in a wall. I said, fuck it.
Plug your ears, kids. I'm just teasing. I don't give a shit about that.
Oh, yeah, are you kidding? Oh, shit, I guess my notifications aren't working. I did have a little notifier.
Yeah. I wanted to test the stream early because Dan Suzuka posted a video and he gave up his LUT. I've always thought his iRacing looked so much like his Assetto Corsa. You know what I mean? Like it clearly looked better. So he posted his PNG and I applied it and wanted to test it. Plus I needed to shift my image a little bit left. Wanted to change my track color and adjust my volumes a little bit. I'm getting it pretty dialed in where I want everything to be right now. I'm still thinking I don't know that Race Lab Apps is really worth it just for what I do with it. I'm trying to figure out a way to use JRT so I don't have as many services running.
Right. What about projecting your JRT screen?
That's what's doing the track map. I'm already doing it. I mean, what I'm saying is both services run on my machine, so it's really just a matter of me putting the browser plugin into OBS as to which service I want to point it to. So if I started pointing my browser plugins over to JRT, then I wouldn't need RaceLab apps. Of course, JRT doesn't have the telemetry in the same fashion. It has a different kind of telemetry.
Right.
That's the nicest thing about RaceLab apps is that telemetry thing.
Yeah, but can't you turn off all that shit and only well, you still got to run both services, but it's not like it's pumping. It's only doing telemetry.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still CPU clock cycles.
Right.
And when I get a bunch of cars on the track, I do notice something. I mean, you factor in OBS and Crew Chief and JRT and RaceLab apps and iRacing and I mean
VRS
video broadcast. I mean, all these things. I mean, there's just a ton of stuff running.
4 terabytes of unmentionables in the background.
Right. Well, not yeah, but I know what you mean.
See that? I knew you were streaming, so I said unmentionables.
I doubt they watch.
They'll never guess. They'll never guess what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can't you just use the iRacing one? I mean, it's not going to show the.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought when I watched your stream.
Just run the iRacing one. Just put that in an area where it can be seen at all times. That's
when I watched your stream, I could watch your relative on iRacing, and it was just as clear. I mean, it obviously wasn't as clear as the RaceLab apps, but it was just as clear in my mind.
Right. Yeah, I mean, my only concern.
I use iRacing stuff wherever I can, and I only, like again, I only run a track map when I do mine, and I run the fuel calculator, and that's it. No, that's false. I changed it. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably make it work. I mean, it's the big thing is about the relative or the black box in general is I change it a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, true.
So I was
you change it mid-race for like tires and all kinds of other shit.
Right. But like I said, I mean, I could just go with JRT standings on one side, and JRT has a relative too. It's just, honestly, I don't really like the font on JRT as well as I like the one on RaceLab apps. So it just comes down to me, getting in there and playing around with different fonts, I guess.
Right.
And the colors in JRT, I mean, they mean stuff. You're either ahead of this person or behind this person, or you're faster pace or slower pace, or they're a different class or whatever. So trying to convert it to monochrome just for streaming purposes would be nice, but for racers who know what JRT is, you know what I mean? They'd probably like to see that stuff, you know what I mean? So.
Right.
I mean, Josh's interpretation of what should be on my stream and Missy's interpretation are vastly different.
No, I called her. She said they're identical.
No, she
says, I really know what I'm talking about.
I wouldn't disagree with that, but I mean, she's not interested in the things that we're interested in.
She did say last stream that she was sick of looking at Max's ass.
She didn't see too much of that. I didn't give him much room. Now, like I said, had it been Steve, I probably would have let Steve go by, and then next lap I go by. You know what I mean? If we were really trying to catch people in front of us, but Max ain't gonna play that game.
Right.
Oh no, he's gonna fight you every corner.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I mean, like, had I let him in front of me, knowing that was faster, then I would have just had to fight for that position back, and it was easier to fight to keep it than it was to let it go and fight to get it back.
Right.
Is Louise, whatever, still arguing about that same accident right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a different one. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
No, you're still talking about him running Pidge off the track. And Walter doesn't want to take past history into account. He wants to score every incident on its merits. And, like, I didn't really want to get involved too much, but Jason sent me a replay, and I was like, my opinion is, because of who he is. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, it's like getting sent to the principal's office every day.
Right.
You know, eventually, they're going to notice a pattern.
Well, that's the thing, is that's my argument too. It's like, so say Steve gets in a wreck this week, right? Say Steve does something that's super out of Steve's character, right? I don't think Steve should get punished as harshly as the guy that's done that every week for the last 6 weeks.
Yep.
Like, and I'm not saying Steve shouldn't get punished at all, but say Steve did the same thing Lewis did. At the end of the day, that's the first time Steve's done that ever. So, all right, Steve, we can kind of give you a little bit of a pass on that. You know, he might still get a Cat 1, but was he supposed to get a Cat 3?
That's all we're arguing here.
You
That's
know?
all we're arguing here is a Cat 0 versus a Cat 1.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like, I'm not going to say past experience should matter all the time, but some of these guys it should. I mean, some of these guys you should know, hey, look, if I fuck up right now, it's more than just the average guy fucking up.
Yeah, but if it becomes an every race thing, you know, that...
It comes down to guys that are known as being aggressive and known as being risk takers. When that's the case, you're going to get called on your risks that don't pan out. Right. And Steve, or even myself, even you, I would not consider risk takers. So when you do take a risk and it doesn't pan out, maybe it's a Cat 0, maybe it's a Cat 1, but you know what I mean? You are going to learn from that because it's not your norm. A guy like him he doesn't learn anything from this. And that was kind of the point of my statement was, I think all this is bullshit. I think he goes out there and drives on the track like the selfish asshole that he is, and then he comes in here to play nice and feign that he's trying to learn, and it's a language barrier. There's no language barrier over driving your car. You know what I mean? When I'm watching YouTube crash videos, I mean, I understand exactly what's going on, even though I drive on the opposite side of the road with no roundabouts. I know that car fucked that up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't have to speak that language or be able to read their license plates or understand their licensing requirements.
Yeah. A perfect example, though, is that Zolder, where I missed my braking marker and took out Doug Metzel, I never told anybody other than Doug. And I don't even think I told him I missed my braking marker. I'm just said sorry about it. Like, I normally don't do stupid shit like that. I'm sorry. And in the safety sheet, it said, looks like number 20 missed his braking marker by a lot. Like, I didn't have to explain to anybody that was a complete mistake on my part. They knew it was. They understood, hey, Josh doesn't just take out guys for fun over here.
Right.
But you still got a Cat 2 nose to tail.
Which I'm fine with that. I mean, fuck, like, if that's my first ever takeout, I deserve a little bit of something, but they also didn't go, all right, well, Josh just fucking completely annihilated some dude on lap 2 like I did. I mean, they could have very easily, in my mind, pushed that, and said, look, Josh, you fucked up bad, bud.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, you didn't have to go in there and argue your case because you don't have to worry about doing it again this week.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I feel like that's some of the arguing. I mean, like, to iterate your point, like, that's why he's arguing, is because he knows this week he might do another fucking thing like that, so he might need those points to stay in the league.
Yeah.
That lap time was 1:18.
I brought up that Nürburgring incident and the fact that I felt that he should have gotten banned. I got like 3 DMs from people that were involved in that wreck. Like, I'm glad somebody else remembers it. I think that's another problem with the admins in general is they don't believe that everybody here holds the same grudges that they do or that we do or that they're the only ones that are aware because they're the only ones reviewing the incidents. That's not true. I think the people in this league
go back and look.
Right. I think the people in this league are more aware. They all read the safety sheet. If a comment catches or piques their interest, they're going to go look up that replay and see what happened. Be like, oh yeah, the guy is a dickhead. So, I mean, it's in their psyche just the same as it is the admins.
Right.
Jason just needs to be able to make the tough call with confidence. That's all.
Yeah. I feel for Jason. I mean, I really do. I could not do.
Right.
I couldn't do that. At the end of the day, I could not do what he does because I'm just not. I can't be a dick enough. And I'm not saying he has to be a dick, but you kind of do. You have to be able to go, look, bud. I know you're a good guy, but at the end of the day, you cannot race on the track with us.
It's not even being a dick. Just make a decision. This is how it is, and that's.
You have to be.
You're gonna feel like
the thing. It's called the truth. You got to be able to deliver the truth. And as someone who delivers truth regularly, I mean, it's not easy. And Jason's even said as much. I mean, he's even said, you know, hey. But you know, the thing that Jason and Walt do really well is, you know, they have some patience. You know what I mean? They took the time to develop some people that I probably wouldn't have given the time to develop. You know what I mean?
I mean,
Sammy.
Max would have been gone day one. Sammy would have been gone day one.
Right.
Sammy's big problem always to me was how he raced the pubs versus how he raced our races. I used to watch him in the pubs all day long, pull the stupidest shit, and I used to think like that guy's in our league. And it seems that like, you know, Pete or whoever got to him and said, look, but I know you do some stupid shit in the pubs, but I also know that you do it because you're probably streaming and you're trying to get viewers, whatever.
That's exactly it.
People harp on Ben Evans a lot, right? And I do wonder how much of Ben Evans' stupid shit that he pulls is because he's streaming and not just because he's an asshole. Because he seems like a decent guy. Like, I've never seen him be a dick to anybody, but I've also seen him pull some real stupid shit in a race. Well, if you have 100 people watching you, you know, you're going to want something to watch, you know? 100 people are not going to watch you follow cars around tracks.
Right.
A lot of guys, I think, don't understand. I mean, I'm not saying it gives them a pass, but Ben Evans has been called out plenty of times for some stupid shit, and it's like, well, you know, these streamer boys, man, if they're trying to actually stream, they got to give them something to watch.
Matt Malone doesn't do any of that.
What's wrong with watching good, clean racing?
Matt Malone pulls stupid shit too. Not all the time, but he does. I mean, especially in the skippies. I mean, how many times have you saw him take it 3 wide in the skippy or something, and it's like, dude.
I mean, it's not, but he doesn't lose control of his car.
Oh, no. Right. Oh, no.
He's got exceptional car control. I mean, for somebody that doesn't appear to, somebody who's talking the whole time and doing all the shit that I watch his, I'm like, dude, how do you control that car like that?
I watch him just about every day.
And he can get in any car and race like that.
Right.
That's practice, though. I mean, he's been racing, what, 12 years? I mean, that is what 12 years of iRacing gets you. 12 years of iRacing gets you, because it teaches you how to learn cars fast. You ever, like, watch, like, a Roman Grosjean or, that's what, like, the Jimmy Johnson, like, you know, everybody's talking about how Jimmy Johnson's going to do IndyCar this year. That's why Jimmy Johnson won't be good at IndyCar. But a Roman Grosjean or an AJ Allmendinger, one of those guys will be, is because they're used to getting out of a NASCAR and hopping in a bunch of shit. Whereas Jimmy Johnson's hopped in a NASCAR for the last 20 years, and that's it. I mean, it's that hopping in and out of other cars over and over and over and over again teaches you how to learn a car fast.
But I still don't get my feeling. It's like it takes me a while to get my feeling for it, even though, you know.
But you never do it.
Right.
That's, I mean, if you did it every day, 4 or 5 times a day, like he does.
Right, I guess.
If you look at like an AJ Allmendinger, or he's my perfect example. I mean, that dude in one weekend will race an Xfinity car, hop in a Cup car, learn pretty quick how to fucking drive different shit. I mean, you're gonna learn very fast what the differences are, what you have to do different, what you need to do different, all that, you know?
Yep.
That's what these guys don't understand. Like, if Jimmy Johnson doesn't suck because he's going to suck in IndyCar this year, he sucks because for 20 years of his life, he never got out of that car and did anything. You know, your Kyle Larson's, who every weekend is down here in Gilbridge.
He ran a fair amount of Baja and dirt and some other stuff.
So Sam, every weekend I could drive, every weekend for the most part, I could drive 45 minutes down the road and watch Kyle Larson or Christopher Bell or one of those guys race down here at the dirt track, you know?
Hold on. What, Steve?
Every once in a while, I'm seeing a small hiccup in your stream where they literally pause it for like a second.
Just the video, though, right?
Let me pay more attention.
Sounds like it's just video because I hear the audio.
Yeah, it hasn't done it though. Hold on, I'm waiting for it to happen again. It's happened like 2 or 3 times.
I mean, it's bandwidth, you know what I mean?
Might automatically have an automatic cutoff for me. Josh said something stupid.
It's fine now, but now we're coming. Let's see, it's before the chicane. No, it's fine, man. And now it's fine. Oh, yeah, just a video. Audio is fine.
Yeah, it's a bandwidth thing.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I got on here real late last night. Was kind of messing around with some stuff. I think week 13, depending on what week 13 events they have, I think I'm just gonna run like the Corvette or the Ferrari or something all week long, as long as it doesn't hurt iRating, and just kind of practice. They don't have any week 13 events.
Any official event is going to impact your iRating. Doesn't matter what week it is.
You mean week 13 doesn't? Well, it's
Yes,
not
it does.
official. I
It
mean,
is
nothing
official.
official.
Well, I mean,
What do you mean?
they have
When they have the skip, I'm sure they do, but I'm saying they don't have any unofficial stuff on week 13.
No.
Sorry.
If you go into Battle of the Little Wings and you run an official Battle of the Little Wings race, it affects your iRating.
One link's remaining.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does. If you register for a race, it affects your iRating.
Okay, we'll see on week 13.
Okay.
I did like a million of them and quit mid-race and never got my iRating ever hurt by that.
But they have to go to official. They have to go to official status.
In this lap.
You know what I mean? Not all of them I don't know what the qualifications are to make Battle of the Little Wings official, but there are some GTE cars and some other races that, and I'm pretty sure Battle of the Little Wings had 2 officials last season. I'm almost positive, but they may not have had enough racers to make them go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like I'm missing something. I did plenty of those races and it never ever affected my rating ever.
You did the races or the practice?
The races.
And there were.
I'd get in the race and then the F3 would just take me out in 3 or something. I'd just quit. I never had iRating. Never. The whole idea of a week for fun. I mean, I know some still like. I know that the idea is that some stuff is still official, so that if you are trying to get your B license or something, you can still do some stuff with it. But Battle of the Little Wings, all the like the figure 8 shit, there's no way that's official. You're literally, the point is to wreck.
Well, right, but what I'm saying is, never mind.
Like the point of Battle of the Little Wings is to get taken out by an F3 in corner 1.
Never mind.
I mean, I know, like, but what I'm saying is, I know some of the stuff still stays official. Like, they still have GT3 officials, they still have NASCAR officials and stuff. But I was gonna say, if they had like a GT3 that's unofficial, I was just gonna practice that all week long and try to see how bad I am compared to other guys in my iRating class.
That's what I do pretty much every week 13, and I'm terrible.
Yeah, I don't even. I thought about buying the not the Ferrari, the Porsche, because I just watched some reviews last night and just some different shit, seeing what's the easiest to drive. I like the Corvette, but
the Corvette's okay, but the RSR is clearly easier to drive.
Yeah, see, that's what I was kind of seeing. I mean, I feel like if I'm going to find something, I need to find the easiest to drive out of the group and then focus on that.
I mean, the Corvette is an absolute blast, and in certain places, it's just so much faster, and it's not as difficult to drive. You know what I mean? Depending on like at Watkins, I don't have any trouble running the Corvette. You know what I mean? I would be faster in the Corvette than I would be at the RSR, I think. But you know, generally, if I don't know track, I find that the RSR is
20 minutes to go. 20 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I want to do a 12-hour race just because that's a fucking long time. But after watching Malone's 12-hour thing yesterday and then watching Carrington and them do it, I think it would be a